I want to turn to the promise of a draft conversion practices bill which would create a new criminal offence. I should begin by saying that I am pleased, because it is a draft bill, that there will be much needed scrutiny of the proposal, although I know there are some in the House who would rather sooner be rid of the bill entirely. It will not have escaped your Lordship's attention that this very thorny issue has been under discussion now for 6 years. Over that time, it's become more problematic and not less. The last government decided to wait for the Cass report before publishing a bill. Given the warnings issued by Dr. Cass on the issue, this was, in my opinion, the right decision. The Cass report and the subsequent remarks of Hilary Cass on the prospect of a criminal ban on conversion therapy have probably shown it to be impossible to safely legislate on this issue. Many noble lords have raised their own concerns. Indeed, when Baroness Bert's private member's bill on the matter, some 2/3 of the speakers in the debate did not support it, and my noble friend Lord Forsyth observed, and I quote, "In nearly 40 years in Parliament, I've never seen a more badly drafted or dangerous piece of legislation." This was the first of more than 24 speeches raising concerns about the bill, and I think when the bill was, the concluding remarks were made, there was an admission that the bill was not well drafted. This isn't just a problem with the quality of the various proposals that have been put forward, but a problem with the inevitable effect of this type of legislation. The Equality and Human Rights Commission quite rightly warned of unintended consequences. It wouldn't be the first time that good intentions delivered harmful consequences for our young people, and it is those young people that we must protect. Increasingly, we're hearing of young people, often young women, though it can be young men too, who have been harmed by medical interventions that are supposed to alleviate gender distress. Several noble lords have cited the story of Kira Bell in this chamber. She's just one of many whose lives have been permanently scarred. The great risk with the conversion therapy law is that we prevent people like Kira from being able to have the kinds of conversations troubled young people need to have, whether with parents or professionals. This is precisely the effect of criminal laws on conversion therapy in other countries. Inordinate care must be taken in this area. The role of criminal law is surely to protect the vulnerable, not to push them towards harm or to restrict those who would protect them. We must not pursue a law that contradicts the Cass review. We must protect our young people, and on this particular bill, my father, who was a furrier, he made fur coats, don't ever go at me, he made fur coats, and his mantra was, measure twice and cut once.